out of 100 of the Mack vs. Machine series, where I'll be playing 100 games of Scrabble against the top online bot, HastyBot. We're currently at 30 and 15, so we've won 2/3 of our games, which is a really good record. And let's see if we can continue to do well as we close out the first half of this series. So let's go ahead and get started here. Game 46 begins with us going first, and let's see, we've got a bunch of E's, a C, and an X. Probably exec is called for here. Not seeing a way for us to play to one of these double letters. Yeah, I think just exec is fine here. No reason to play short with X. Keeping the duplicate E is not good for the leave, so better off playing off the E, as much as I do like the C for bingoing. If I could play like EXE or something, that would be good, but yeah, this has got to be best. Well, he immediately bingos with Zealots for 101. Fortunately, that O is not in the right spot for us to play Cot Queen to bingo back. We do have a decent play, though. We can play... Ooh, this is actually interesting. Do we play Quant or do we play Quanta? That'll be interesting. It's almost certainly going to be one of those. It's worth just spending a few seconds to make sure we don't have anything through that L. That would be on the double-double. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see anything. So yeah, it's Quant or Quanta. I kind of like Quant because I'm down. I need to be aggressive. And if he doesn't have an A or an S, it can be kind of annoying for him to deal with. Of course, Quanta is a little bit better on equity, but it also sets up an L hook I don't have for Quantal. I think if the score were closer, I might go with Quanta, also just to keep a slightly more balanced sleeve, but I kind of like the idea of being a bit aggressive here and taking a chance, given I'm already down 75 to start things off. So I'm going to go ahead and play Quant. Alright, well, it worked in the sense that he didn't have an A. Don't think we have much to do there. We need an S for Peascod, which would be fun, but no such luck here. We might want to just leave Quanta open and score up here with something like Cope. Because I don't have that much with Quanta right now. I guess I have decent options. Yeah, I guess I could play like Peace or something here. That is 41. That's not bad. But I think I like Cope better for 33. It also is nice because it opens this C, which is a great lane for me to use later on. ADE is considerably better than just an O. And yeah, I feel like this has got to be best. I'm going to go ahead and play that. Alright, so he still doesn't use Quanta. And maybe now I'll want to use it. We'll see. Maybe not. Because I might have something decent over here, I have to imagine. I have Death, but IU is horrible as a leave. So if I do use Quanta, I'll probably play Hot for 33. Keeps ID, which is okay. Not great. Definitely not terrible. I guess Doughty is also there. That's interesting. It leaves an H, which I do like better than ID. Gives back a big scoring spot here, though, which is unideal. If I go up here, Audit is pretty uninspiring. It also gets rid of the A, which I don't like. His odds of having an A are probably pretty good by now, so it might make sense for me to just cash in. It's more a question of do I play Hot or do I play Doughty? Audit here just doesn't score enough. Yeah, I kind of like Doughty because the H is just so much better. Because ID, I can run into eye trouble since very few eyes have been played. The H is really good for scoring here and here. I kind of like this because I have Ho also. I'm just in such better shape next turn. And while I do increase his average, really the only thing that can kill me there is the J. And it's not that likely. I feel like the upside is enough with Doughty that it's worth it. Worth, of course, mentioning, too, that Habitude almost fits through this B, but it doesn't quite play. Yeah, I'm going to play Doughty. Let's see how this works out. Alright, he plays Vela, so not too bad an outcome. Not a good draw for us. We pick up WUGY. Very ugly. Yeah, what do I even have here? Not much. Maybe something with like... Whoa, I don't even know what though. Oxy? Do I have anything here? I'd have to end in a H or a G. Way would be really nice, but it doesn't quite work. Yeah, what do I even do here? I really have, like, no good options. I mean, do I have anything that gets rid of WU and preferably the G too? Probably not. Yeah, this is really bad. I don't want to play EW and keep GHURY. That's so ugly. This is terrible. Do I have anything here? No. With the Y, maybe? I don't think so. Yeah, I just have, like, nothing. I mean, I could play wheel over here. Or how, I have no idea how to pronounce that word, I will admit. It's probably not wheel. But whatever that word is, I can play it here for 26. I mean, Gru is not a good leave, but it's not horrible. I hate getting rid of all my scoring tiles like that. It may just be the best I can do. I don't think Y plays anywhere. Yeah, I just don't see anything else, guys. I'm going to go ahead and play that. Alright, he plays clarinet for... Well, I guess that was his only bingo. Surprising with Iraq that strong. Decent draw for us. Divulges, nothing quite fits. So we're down about 70. Probably play Vugs over here. Duvet. I don't really like Duvet. I think it's more important to get rid of the V and the G. I mean, I don't hate spending the S. The S is actually, it's a good bingo tile, but in and of itself, it's not that strong. There aren't too many Essex. DER is still a really strong leave. So I think I like that. I don't want to start closing down with Duvet. I'd rather be aggressive and keep things open. There just isn't a good way to score without playing my S, I don't think. Yeah, I really don't see a good way to do that. So probably just Vugs. Not worth it at all to play Vug over here. It's just way too big a point sacrifice. Yeah, I don't see anything else through the T. Virtue is terrible. Don't see anything here or here, really. I guess there's Good. There is Good. That's 40? Yeah, that might be hard to pass up, actually. I didn't realize that was so many points. 40 versus 34. I mean, I actually do like ERD better than VRS on this board, especially... It's kind of interesting because Good closes a lot down, but it also does stop him from scoring, and that is one drawback. Like, after Vugs, if he just scores 50 there, all of a sudden I'm down like 100, and I'm starting to be out of one bingo range. So there are still floating A's. There's maybe the possibilities of 9s. I should probably do this. I mean, I'm only going to be down 35. I stay within one bingo range. I think this is more conservative, but I think it's reasonable here. I don't think I need to play Vugs. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, he plays Pinko. That was a lot. That was 50. So yeah, we're down 85. It's starting to feel like I'm going to need to bingo twice. Veratrias does not fit, unfortunately. Arrivals anywhere? No. Okay, so probably Vera over here, but let's see. IVA, nothing works. Yeah, probably just Vera. I mean, it scores pretty well. Gets rid of my V and one of my R's. Almost Vivaria or something like that. I think... Yeah, I think this is probably about as good as I can do. Not seeing a way to score more while also getting rid of the V and the R. Okay, so he plays Faye. That's a lot. I will be bingoing with Air Cruise or Air Screw, perhaps. Maybe something through these possible 9 lines. I mean, Air Cruise is still pretty bleak, right? 83, down 6 in a turn. I mean, I think I have to bingo, though, because I mean, do I have to bingo? That's 86. I'm going to need a lot. I'm going to need, like, well over 40 to justify not bingoing, if not 50. And that's just not happening. Yeah, Rewinders doesn't score anything. Don't think there's any 9s to this ET that get to the triple. Retwister, that's no good. Maybe a double-double to the GI, that's going to be tough. Yeah, I think Air Cruise or Air Screw. Does it really matter? Actually, Air Cruise maybe gives back a tiny bit more with that W there. Yeah, I think Air Cruise actually does give back a tiny bit more. Oh, but Air Screw doubles the blank, so no, Air Cruise is definitely better. Yeah, because it's 3 more points. So, okay, let's play that. Ooh, so that's a good outcome for us. He plays Grad. Wow, he played Grad for 10 in that pool? What the heck does he have? That is a mind-boggling play. And we know that was the best equity play given he played it. Did he have no vowels? He had to have had at most 1 vowel. Maybe he kept, like, ring. But, okay, in any case, though, guys, what that tells us is we're going to be getting a lot of vowels. A lot of vowels. I mean, it's probably still just job. It's got to be the play. I don't think that really changes much. It's too many points. You guess could consider Joe, but it's still not worth 8 points to keep the B. I mean, I'm in good shape for next turn. I have MOI there if he doesn't take that spot. 8 points is too much. Yeah, let's play job. And now he just plays ECU? What is he doing? I'm just baffled. I'm extremely baffled. Did he pick up 3 vowels and now he's... We'll have to look at this. I'm completely confused. But, okay. Let's try to concentrate and focus on winning this game. So, we have Manitos, Grata, no good. I don't think that's going to play. Manifesto through the FE, doesn't fit. Through the P, we have Tomains, not quite. Main Tops. Tampions. Not gonna work. Yeah, I don't think there's any, like, 10s or anything crazy. So we could just score with Ma. We need to be a little careful, though, because there is grade and this V, and he could bingo. Question is, what are his prospects of winning without bingoing? If I play... Probably decent. I mean, if I... What do I play here? I also want to keep in mind ways for me to score here. I mean, if I just play, like... I guess that's the question. How likely am I to win? If I just play, like, Rom or something, I don't know. So I'll be up 33. He can tie the game here and leave 2 in the bag. That's probably not a great situation for me. Yeah, I probably want to play off a few more tiles and get rid of one of my eyes. I just know if he bingos there, I'm pretty much dead, and it's not that unlikely. It's a good pool. Oh, he being down to a minute too. I guess I could play Junto too. Do I have anything from this V that's good? No. I think I like Junto, though, to score. It sets up my S for good scoring plays, and it also keeps the M for scoring, which is better. I'm going to play that. I think this... And it keeps Ma in a bet. Yeah, I like that. Okay, he plays Verge. I think I can outrun that. I don't know what... I have no time, though. think, yeah, I could get into trouble if Vimens is no good. What do I do? I probably want to go here. Let's play Mize, and then I can play India to go out. I think this is fine. Oh, shoot. No time. How? Okay, phew. Probably a sloppy endgame there. I don't know if I could have actually gone out anyway. But, yeah, we'll look at that more closely. Stressful win there, 431 to 411. I was pretty much down the whole way, and then I don't understand what happened with Grad and Iku on his side. I want to look at that. That was just bizarre. But whatever it was, clearly he just didn't have anything to work with, and I got very fortunate that that was the case. But yeah, what a game. Let's take a look for sure. I think once again I'll want to focus most of our analysis on the end, but as always we'll start at the beginning. Exec clearly correct. Zealots. Yeah, here this is a cool turn, right? Quant versus Quanta. You could even consider Quate, but I don't think that really makes sense. At a closer score, I'd probably go with Quanta just to score a bit more. Interestingly, he actually likes Quant better on static, which I don't think is really correct. But there's a lot of upside with Quant setting up that A hook, so I think it makes sense. Especially at this score, taking a little risk is not a bad thing. So he plays Flood. Yeah, Peast was a strong consideration here. It's reasonable. I mean, you're scoring 41. Keeping just an O, obviously not great. ADE, a much stronger lead, especially with holding the A for Quanta. If the score were a lot closer, once again, I'd probably cash in with Peast, and if it would give me a small lead, but given I'm still playing from a deficit, I like keeping the variance and being a bit more aggressive. Even if it's sacking 8 points now, I keep the A for Quanta. The C is a great place for me to bingo and hopefully score a lot of points, so I'm good with this. Rough draw for the bot, and thankfully for me, he can't really do much. Entomb, it's got to be correct. I mean, it's 18 points. Envy, not great, but it does have a lot of defensive merit, and it clears his rack pretty well overall, so that looks good. Oh, I missed Zaida over here. Debatable for sure whether it's correct. I should have seen it. We'll come back to that. Yeah, Hot and Hot. I probably would have played Hot with the E here. I don't think it's worth 4 points to keep the E with so many still unseen. And better balance overall. I saw the word duty. I didn't see it here. I don't really like AE as a leave too much. And like I said, it's starting to get to the point where he's playing Flood and Entomb. He's turning over a lot of tiles. He's pretty likely to have an A by now with 7 unseen. So my A is starting to be a little bit less valuable. I do like Dottie over Hot or Hot here. It's a little bit aggressive, but the H is really good for that spot, or also High and Ho. It has a lot of upside on this board, and the worst case scenario is not that bad. I mean, it's most of the time he'll be scoring like 30 there, which isn't that much. It's rare that he'll actually pick up the J and score 60. So I think Dottie is fine. Zaida, it's another word I seem to have trouble seeing for some reason. All the Zeta I always see because it's a hook to Zed, but like Zaida and Zaidi and Zaida, I always have a hard time finding those for some reason. But yeah, that's honestly not correct, I'm pretty sure, because UT is ugly as a leave, and this just gives back huge scores. Like, I mean, if he just plays Mate or something like that, that's 50 easily right there. So I think this just gives back way too much. I should have seen it, but I would not have played it. I think Dottie is fine. I would do it again. Velo looks good. Yeah, so did I miss anything here? No, I didn't, because I saw this. Yeah, this is just disgusting this turn. Brew? 19 keeping EWY? Yeah, I mean, EGRU, it's not that bad. It's not good, but it has some potential to at least materialize into a bingo. I hated this play. I also do set myself up for GRU and EW next turn, which is nice. But yeah, I think this is the right play, and I would like to know how to pronounce this word. It's probably not wheel. But if anyone knows how to pronounce it, then definitely let me know, because it's a cool word. Clarinet somehow is only bingo in this position. With Sirac makes 5 bingos. It makes Ratline, Reliant, Retinal, Trinale, and Latrine. It makes 5 sevens, but none of them play. So he plays Clarinet. Yeah, glad I took the time to spot Good here. Interestingly, Vugs, despite spending the S and scoring 6 less, only ranks a point and change worse on static. That just shows you RSV is really not, it's actually worse than DER, as I suspected, even though it has the S. And The S doesn't have that much value on this board. It's more keeping good bingo balance. The main reason I played Good wasn't so much because of the S. It was because it scores 6 more. And I also don't want him scoring like 50 there while simultaneously blocking and just accumulating a 100-point lead and running away with the game. So I think with Vugs, I just run into plays. Again, I'll use that same word as before, like mate or something like that. They're going to score 40 or 50 if he uses like an H or a K. And then after that, I'll be down 100, and I'm starting to run out of bingo lines, and life is looking pretty bleak at that point in terms of my ability to win this game. So I think, yeah, I think Good is probably fine. I don't like RSV, but now I'm showing some more signs of life, right? I'm getting to within 35 points. I do still have the S for possible scoring plays here, so the S isn't entirely useless, and if I can pick up a few vowels, I'll be in good shape. So yeah, Pinko looks great here. You could consider Go Pick. It's 5 less, gets rid of the G. Probably Pinko is fine, but it's close. I wouldn't hate Go Pick either. Let's see. Oh, Varna is cool. I didn't... Yeah, Varna's actually better. I didn't see Varna. I only saw Vera over here. And the reason Varna is better is because I am still down, and it would be really nice for me to keep this P open to bingo with, or to have a threat of that later on, since it's a pretty easy one to hit, relatively speaking, and it scores a lot. So, actually, this is, I think, actually kind of a substantial mistake from a strategic standpoint. It scores the same, but that P is a lane that either is going to be very good for me, or he's going to have to waste a turn blocking. Because after Vera, I mean, if he starts blocking the bottom, there's starting to be not too many lanes for me to work with. I guess the one benefit of Vera is it does stop him from using this scoring spot and further increasing his lead. So there is something to be said for that, but I don't think that's enough to justify blocking the lane entirely. So yeah, I think this is a low end of medium size strategical mistake. Varna's got to be better here. He plays Faye over there. Yeah, Air Cruise looks good. There isn't really much else. Air Screw, I think, gives back a little less because it makes these overlaps with the W a little bit harder than Air Cruise, but not by 3 points on average. So definitely better to take the points. Okay, I literally called it. I said after he played Grad that he probably kept like Ring or something because nothing else made sense. Like what a bizarre rack. I mean, from that pool, which from my perspective was super Val heavy, he plays Grad using 3 consonants for 10. So yeah, I literally called this. I was like, he's got to have a Ring or something, and that's what he had. And now I want to see what he had with Iku. So yeah, Job rather is pretty clearly correct. So he drew EEU. Wow. That's probably like the only possible combination where Grad followed by Iku makes sense. And Iku, I think, is a good play here because he's down a bit, and EGINR has great chance at hitting with grade next turn with that pull. So I feel like he is better off trying to bingo than trying to score with like peeing or peering. I mean, you tie the game, but you keep a U. It's not bad. I mean, you have 3 in the bag. It's awkward timing. I still think with Iku too. I mean, if I have a bad rack, he could still potentially outscore me. I guess the problem is with Iku. Yeah, the problem is if I block, then he just isn't leaving himself good scoring opportunities. That's the problem. 46. Yeah, he's going to be down 20. It's very hard for him to win without bingoing, probably. It's still conceivable. Yeah, keeping a U is just so bad with 10 vowels and 6 consonants, though. I think Iku is probably fine. I could live with probably peeing to keep the R over peering, because it's the last R and you don't want to have too many vowels. I could live with either of these. I could live with Veggie too, I guess, or Venue. Yeah, this is a tough position for him. I think Iku is fine, though. I mean, it's such a good leave, and it forces me to do something about it. And yeah, here, I saw Ma, and I know if I play Ma, I'm going to win unless he bingos, but the problem is, he's not that unlikely to bingo, right? I'm quite confident he kept another E after Iku, and there's Rehinge, there's Hearing, there's Searing, there's Regions I could go on. There's a lot of possible bingos he could have with that pool. And I felt, I didn't see, Vomit over here. I was thinking Vomit in the other spot. Yeah, Vomit here is actually interesting, too. I didn't see that. That may be a little bit better. Yeah, it looks from the V. I didn't come up with Vomit, unfortunately. But yeah, that score is 20, so that goes up 40. That puts me in very good shape. I think Junto is not a bad play, just because it does keep the M for a guaranteed play of Mode and a bet next turn, which is really nice. So there's something to be said for that, but probably Vomit just scoring 8 more points immediately makes more sense. So I think not a big mistake. I guess, let's see, Vomit, what does it keep? 3 in the bag? Yeah, 3 in the bag is very good, actually. It's better than 5, because now he'll be more likely to empty the bag. So yeah, no, Vomit would have been better. I don't know why I just didn't see it for some reason, because I thought about plays from the V, and I saw it was close to Vimen. I didn't come up with Vomit. So yeah, that's probably the best play. I think after either of these plays, if I play optimally late down the stretch, it's very unlikely I'll lose, but especially after Vomit, it just feels Junto is going to require much more careful play later on. And, oh, I missed Umami. That's a really, really cool play. I'm not going to see that with 30 seconds left on my clock, but I feel like Mai's what I did. I felt like I had to win all the time, because I knew if I drew an I had Inia to go out. I mean, unless he can block and then maybe still win? I can score, though. I don't know. Let's put this into Quackle, but I feel like I'll still be able to win. It's kind of close. He might be able to go out in 2. Yeah, let's put this in. It's going to be close. We'll see if I mean, Umami's got to win 100%. I have to imagine. But yeah, let's put this into Quackle. Okay, so yeah, when I played Mize, let's ask Champ. Yeah, I guess the Odra, I have Nawi over here, and that's going to be a little annoying for him to block. I feel more confident that with the O-draw, I'm going to win. How about an A-draw, actually, too? That could be dicey. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me move the webcam. Yeah, Mize does not seem to win 100. Oh, Femini here. Yeah, I think I panicked. I was down to 30 seconds. I need to do a better job at time management. The last couple of games, I've not played well in the pre-endgame since I've been very low on time. I need to do a better job of that, given I'm starting with just 15 minutes. Animi, interesting. So that just outruns Nosh? I guess it just outruns Nosh. Because, like, if this happens... Yeah, I guess I'll just have Say on the... Oh, I have Isle here. That's cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think Mize is a pretty bad play, because, like, here, he probably wins, right? Let's see. I'm not positive, because he's going to still need a pretty big out into, like, Shinai. Does that... He loses by 1. Wow! I wish I could say I calculated this. He has 4 different plays that all lose by 1. So, for instance, yeah, if he plays Eosin, then I play Nazi over here, and then he goes out with How, where I went out with How ultimately, and loses by 1. So Mize does win with an I draw, barely. How about an O draw? Now maybe Shinai? But that probably isn't any better for him. Oh, it is because of QI. I think he wins with Shinai now. No, he doesn't. Why not? Oh, because I have Anyan. Because I have Anyan. Okay, right. So now I just go out. Yeah, I just go out. I have to go. No, I don't even have to go out. Ohio wins as well. So that would outrun QI by 3. Okay, so that would still win. How about an A draw? Because that was the other thing I was looking at. So if he has this, because now I don't have any outs. That was the problem. So maybe now he can win. But I still can score. No, he can't. Oh, Shun is cool. That's 41. That's a lot. But, I mean, I'm still going to be able to score. Yeah, because, like, after Ho, I can probably just play, yeah, Nana or Nazi or something, and then he goes out with Nisei, and that's, I guess, not enough. Yeah, he goes out with Nisei and loses. So, yeah, I guess neither of those draws lose. A, I, or O. How about like, an N? Because now, this is the other draw we should look at. But now he's got 5 vowels. I can't imagine he's ever winning here. I mean, unless does he have Ohia and Isle, maybe? He can tie. Yeah, he has Ohia and Isle, because after Isle, I guess I can't block Ohia in a way that's enough. Bin. Bin ties, too. Wow, yeah, because now after Bin, he would play How in the corner, and then I go out with Na and tie. So, wow. So after Mize, if I pick up the N, that's a tie. And then what else? So we've looked at A, I, N, O. The S we don't need to look at. I know I'm going to win. The H, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to win with A-H-I-N. I'll put that in quickly. I just can't see how he's ever scoring enough here. Because I'm threatening How. So I don't think he's ever going to win this. Yeah, no, not even close. And then the last thing was an E draw, which should be a win for me, probably, because well, maybe not, because I'm not threatening an out. And he will have, like, Shun and Inia. Maybe this doesn't win. Actually, this might not win. Because, yeah, Inia looks... He ties again. Wow. Yeah, so shoot, not Inia first for some... Oh, I guess because I can just block that with, like, Ream or something. Okay. Yeah, so not Inia first, but Shu, and now he's threatening to go out with Inia. I have to play N for 6. Because just scoring loses by 1 to Inia. So I have to play N, holding AI. He has to play AI in the corner, blocking my AI, and now I go out with AI here and tie. Yeah, well, I was never going to see that in 30 seconds. But yeah, so it seems like, I think we've exhausted everything. We've exhausted SH. Yeah, okay, so basically, Mize was a blunder because instead of winning all 8, like several other plays like Umami and Femini did, it won with 6 and tied with 2 tiles out of the 8 possible draws. So yeah, it was a bit of a mistake, but if we go back over here, I'll just move the webcam back. We see I was down to 30 seconds, so definitely forgivable. I think I just I fixated on this spot down here, and I was like, well, I gotta stop him from using the S there and getting good out in 2 with something like How and then Nisi or something like that. So I just didn't really have time to process everything, so definitely forgivable. I picked up the H, he plays Isle, and yeah, I have a number of ways I can win here. I basically just need to not do anything too stupid, and I managed to do that with 7 seconds left. I get down How. Thankfully, he goes out, because if he didn't go out, I mean, I would have... I think I was just getting ready to pass, because I had 2 seconds. Like, if he played off NO and I passed, I'm just curious, would he have won? Probably, no, I think then... I don't think he can score that much with his eye. Yeah, because 16, 416, yeah, he would still need 11 with his eye, which he's not going to get since he blocked QI. So I thankfully still would have won by, like, 8 or something like that, probably. Yeah, I think by 8. So, yeah, luckily I didn't blow this one. So, yeah, 431 to 411. Not my best game, I feel like, once again. I think, what did I do wrong? There was one play earlier on, I know. Well, Mize was obviously wrong, but that one I was very low on time. And then I think my play of Junto was also not great. Vomit would have been better. Those 2 plays... Oh, and Vera. Vera was, I think, my biggest mistake. I should have played Varna to leave that lane open. Luckily, none of those 3 mistakes cost me. None of them were blatantly, like, obvious or just completely stupid whiffs of obvious plays, but they were all... I mean, I'll give myself a pass on Mize because I was down to 30 seconds, but the other 2, especially Vomit and Varna in the other spot, I should have come up with those. But, hey, I still got the win, and you gotta take what you can get in this game sometimes. So, a nice 20-point victory for us, and we are now 31 and 15 in the series. So we're moving along nicely and getting ever closer to that halfway mark. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I will see you all soon for game number 47. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.